Hello everyone, I'm Rodney Reynolds and welcome to another video. Today's is about Windows operating systems, specifically Windows 10 and Windows 11, and how they relate to gaming. But first, let's go through this poll that I posted in the community area on my YouTube channel. If you want to head on over there and vote, you can. I will provide the link in the YouTube description down below. Around 400 people have voted already, and by a small margin, the majority of people say that they have Windows 11 currently in 2023 installed, which kind of makes sense, and these results are what I was expecting. The majority of people may be having Windows 11 installed, and second to that would be Windows 10, and then other people probably have Windows, I'm not even going to talk about Windows 8, but Windows 7 installed, because that was, I suspect the majority of gamers out there would agree, that was one of the very best operating systems, and certainly it was for gaming, because when we want an operating system, we just want a bedrock, a foundation, a stable one that works extremely well. I think there should be a Windows gaming version, and I think Windows 12, which is coming, I'm a little bit worried about that, because I believe there's going to be a heck of a lot of AI built into it, and AI would definitely benefit anyone maybe on the corporate side of things, the business side of things, but for a home user, a gamer, probably not. And it's not a total mess. I mean, I've been in the industry for, well, since the beginning, since Pong, Commodore 64, DOS. How many out there remembers Windows 3.1? If you had a driver problem, the whole operating system basically locked up, crashed, you really couldn't fix it, you had to install everything all over again. Those were the days, that's for sure. So let's first talk a little bit about Windows 10. It was first released in 2015. Gosh, how time flies. And it really marked a shift, and it unified really the Windows platform across various devices. That's the PC and Xbox consoles. And it introduced something very important, DirectX 12, because before that it was DirectX 11. And if you don't know what DirectX is, it's a graphics API aimed to enhance gaming performance by performing low-level access to hardware resources. And by the way, a lot of games these days will have a couple of options, Vulkan or DirectX 12, and if you select Vulkan, you'll notice that your hardware doesn't stress as much as when you select DirectX 12. And that's the main reason for it. I believe DirectX, the API, DirectX 12, really utilizes the hardware resources. Now, sometimes Vulkan, even though it's not stressing the hardware out as much, that API, performs a little bit better in some cases. But overall, generally, if you were to do an average frame per second, you would probably be getting the same overall on average from both APIs. So Windows 10 is actually the foundation for Windows 11, which was released in 2021. And I have to say, Windows 11 is more polished overall, more streamlined and visually appealing than Windows 10. But I suspect most gamers don't care about that. All they want, I know I do, is an unbloated, performance-based operating system. And that's ironic, right? Because Windows 11 promised performance improvements all across the board, especially when it came to gaming. And when it was released initially, it didn't support a lot of hardware. And I think that's what turned a lot of people off. Now, performance improvements include things like direct storage. And that, in theory, would really eliminate almost completely load times for games. It will be so quick and fast, 5 or 10 times, if not greater load times than currently. And of course, that's leveraging the modern SSDs that are out there. They are super fast. Things also like HDR, right? Visually stunning games, dynamic ranges that just explode on the screen and really enhances the visual quality overall. Are we seeing these things today? Yes and no. Implementations of these are good, I think. It's better to look forward and to advanced technologies than not. However, we're not quite there yet. Now, the Microsoft Gamepass, and a part of that is the Xbox Gamebar, is available both on Windows 10 and Windows 11. I have a Gamepass myself, and I have it because it's so easy to discover new games, and there's also lots of games on there to choose from, and more games coming to the Game Pass, and that is great to see. It's very easy to connect with friends and family, to take screenshots, record the gameplay if you want to. It's just a really nice setup that works extremely well, and I think it's come a long way, and I really hope that they develop that, because it's not a lot per month to pay to have access to great games. I would certainly, myself personally, rather spend money on that than spend money on, for example, a streaming service, which I won't mention, but you probably know which one that I am talking about. But I would love to hear what you think about Windows 10 and Windows 11, specifically though how they relate to gaming. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to smash that notification bell. That's very important. Like it. Also, probably just as important, share, subscribe, comment, consider becoming a Patreon, and you might also want to pick up a fabulous, unfortunately the motherboard tray is not removable t-shirt, and I will see you in the next one.